Dogfish Head, Hazy-O. Probably tastes good, but now we're gonna know. Dogfish Head, Hazy-O. Time for a beer review.
Alright, beer review. My son Kyle just turned 21. We're going to do, as his song that he just put together, Dogfish Head Hazy-O, Hazy IPA. And prepared a little bit so this can be meaningful as well as entertaining, hopefully.
Well, according to what we were reading, in 1995, Sam Calagione founded Dogfish Head Brewing Company in Milton, Delaware. And apparently he named it after where he used to vacation as a child in Dogfish Head, Maine.
Yes, and this is a New England style IPA. New England IPAs are beers that are purposely hazy or cloudy, which can give these brews a smooth, creamy mouthfeel. And it's a departure from the light and dry mouthfeel you often get with West Coast IPAs. With little to no hops bitterness at the end, utilizing hops that impart a tropical, juicy sweetness rather than the classic hop-centered flavor. And I have more to read.
Well,
I'm going to need my reading glasses. Sorry.
As you all know, craft beer has grown quite a bit in the past 20 years, and that rings true with Dogfish Head Brewery. In 3 years, their production and sales grew by over 400%, and I'm sure that's just continued. And they've been featured on a few TV shows about brewing, including Discovery Channel's Brewmasters they were on in 2010. Kind of the best of breweries.
Alright, this beer is made with barley, hops, and what kind of sets it off is it's Hazy-O. It's got oats in it. In fact, it's got a lot of oats in it. And I'll read you, it's got 4 different types of oats. This is from their website. It's got malted oats, and malted oats imparts a silky texture and help build mouthfeel. It's got rolled oats, which are also called old-fashioned or whole oats. Rolled oats look like flat, irregular, round, slightly textured discs, yeah, like Quaker oats, right? When processed, the whole grains of the oats are first steamed to make them soft and pliable. Then they're pressed flat to flatten them. They give beer a fuller body and silky mouthfeel, making them a popular addition in dark beers such as stouts. This is not a stout. Stouts are made with 10% oats and have a sweeter, smoother flavor. Oats contain starches and gums which can thicken the body of the beer. Alright, a lot of this. They also have naked oats, which I had to look this up as well. Naked oats are simply unmalted oats. The malting process is all the grains that go in brewing are malted with, steeped with warm water to convert the starches over to fermentables. Malted oat or naked oats aren't fermentables, so naked oats malt gives a lovely creaminess and mouthfeel in all styles of beer, and is especially suited to juicy hop bombs like this one and heavy beers. They impart a toasted biscuit aroma and palate.
So naked oats can't be transferred over to sugars, which will feed the yeast. Is that what you're saying?
No, actually that's oat milk.
Okay.
No, that's true. Naked oats are non-fermentables. They can't be transferred over to sugar, which will feed the yeast. And they don't impart alcohol to the beer, just mouthfeel.
The creaminess would be like the kind of powdery stuff you see on oats when you go to, say you're making oatmeal. There's that powdery white stuff on them. Maybe that's what gives it the creaminess from it.
We'll find out.
Right?
Last but not least, they also use oat milk. And oat milk, actually, I had to look this up. You just take oats, like you take the rolled oats, like Quaker oats. You just soak them in water and let them sit for a while. I'm not sure how long. But it's just water with the rolled oats, and then just strain it out and you get oat milk. But it's actually very high sugar content, which I would think would be fermentables and lend to the alcohol as well. Oat milk is simply rolled oats and water blended together, then strained to leave the pulp behind. The result is easy, creamy, do-it-yourself oat milk. When Dogfish Head Brewery says what they say about their oats, This is what they said. The naked oats contribute a subtle toasty and caramel flavor. Rolled oats contribute a dense haze, and the oat milk contributes Hazy-O's silky soft, creamy mouthfeel that makes this drink like a 5% alcohol by volume session beer, and it's actually 7.1% alcohol by volume powerhouse, as those are their words. The hops in this are quite a few. The brewery says they use Citra hops, Mosaic hops, Azaka hops, Sentinel hops, Simcoe hops, BRU-1 hops, Mandarina, Bavarian, and Sabro hops.
Never even heard of some of those.
No, neither have I. So it's only 45 IBU, which is bitter, but it's not extremely bitter. And 7.1% alcohol by volume. And that's what I had to say on it. That's written down.
They make 262,000 barrels of beer a year, which I don't know how many gallons are in a barrel, but I'm guessing they make over 1 million gallons of beer a year.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Depends on what type of barrel.
Yeah.
There's different
They're
sizes.
doing it for me.
Now this beer, here's the can.
Is that a night target on it?
It's got a target. Looks like it's got arrows or something in it.
There's a spike. Yeah, an arrowhead. I can see that.
That's what the can looks like. And I paid $10.99 for 6 of these at my local modern market, which means you probably can get them for $9.99. Sorry to the Murphys. You guys have done a lot to contribute to the beer in this little town. They're the ones that run the modern market. And for a little store, they've got a pretty good beer department.
Somebody obviously likes good beer.
There's a lot of reading on this, okay? There's quite a bit of reading on this. And we're just gonna get into the beer.
Yeah, leave it to them to enjoy the reading if they get it themselves.
Right.
It's the buyer's experience.
Okay, I hope I didn't... God, I got this really cold.
Yeah, you didn't freeze it. Oh, you froze yours. Mine's not.
No.
I might just grab another one.
No, I'll get the beer out of here. Just a little slush. I can smell the hops already. Hold on, man. Why did my beer freeze?
Yeah, it's a little more like a yellow color than a lighter color rather than a caramel color that I can see.
Mine has a kind of a slushy ice color to it. It is actually quite hazy. Let's see here. And I'm doing a beer review during the day because we've got a lot of food to cook out. This says my beer's 35 degrees, 34, 35. This beer is...
Must be hitting the glass.
Your beer's 38, 37, 36. A few degrees warmer because probably sitting up against a bag of broccoli in the freezer. Whereas mine was probably right up against that vent blowing everything out. Alright, so pretty foamy, but granted, look at the difference. Mine's kind of frozen up a little bit though, so
Yeah.
so it looks can't even see through it. I don't know, I smell hops, citrusy, grapefruit smelling. You know, I don't come up with these people in these beer reviews, they come up with mandarin oranges and all this. Man, they must have some good noses.
It smells like butthole.
Yeah. Alright. So, what do you think? What do you have to say about the smell?
The smell, typical, you know, it's like a very light grapefruit, kind of lemon peel. The hops, you know, it's got the hops.
Taste. Oh man. I haven't had a drink of beer in quite a while, so
That's unique.
I've kind of scaled back on the beer a bit. So this is the first beer I've had in a while. And it is unique. It is definitely unique.
Something I'm tasting there. I can't put my finger on it.
It's got like 7 different hops, and it's got 4 different types of oat, and of course barley malt.
What is that taste?
It's different.
I can't put my finger on that taste. It's clicking
Yes.
in my brain that there's something that it reminds me of, but I can't.
Got almost a bitter but sweet. A sweet, I don't know.
It's got to be that oat, but like a sweet oatmeal, or like almost tastes kind of toasted too. I like a dark toasted thing with that oat flavor or something. I'm tasting something dark, but they didn't toast anything for this. So I must be mistaken. Damn good. I like it.
Yeah, it is. It is good.
Balanced.
I must say, I looked it up on ratebeer.com. That's where all these beer snobs from all over the world weigh in on different beers, and they usually give a pretty good review.
Handlebar mustache, or the twirled up mustache with the special hat you get if you've visited every brewery in your state.
They did not give this beer a stellar review. They gave it I think out of 5, they gave it about 4.1 was the average. So I think it's better than that, personally.
I'm trying to think if there's some kind of a... Maybe it's the barrel? It's aged in a barrel? Old whiskey barrels or something?
I don't know, I didn't see that. Go ahead and read their write-up if you want. If you find anything that... I used to have perfect eyesight, but not anymore.
Yeah, nothing about whether it's aged in a barrel or anything, but it really tastes like a... Reminds me of smelling the barrels that I went to the Jim Beam distillery in Tennessee when I was visiting one of my friends. Or Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky. We went to Tennessee too. But that really sweet kind of vanilla, but with a liquor to it. It was really good. We got to do a tasting there.
I actually like this. I can't really put my finger on how to describe it. It's bitter, but it's not really overly bitter. 45 IBUs. It must be all those oats. It does have a fuller mouthfeel, but silky, kind of easy drinking. I wouldn't say it's the easiest drinking beer I've ever had, but for 7.1% alcohol and all that grain in there, man, it's pretty heavy beer.
It's one you could split with a friend, or split a few with a friend, but yeah, if I'm really light about tasting it and let a lot of air in, it reminds me a lot, I'm realizing, of the flavor of like a good whiskey. Like really reminds me of Jim Beam, and I don't drink Jim Beam because it doesn't agree with me, but like a good whiskey, it's got a flavor to it, something on there. If I could imagine it being 60% alcohol, it would taste like a good whiskey or scotch.
I'd recommend this beer. I'd buy it again. I mean, I think ultimately, you could say stars, this or that. Would I buy this beer again, given all the choices of beer to buy? It's not expensive, and I really think it's a decent beer, honestly. I think I'd put it up there in my top 10 right now. I think then again, I really have been slamming the beers lately. I figure I gotta lose this beer gut. Guess what? Don't drink so much beer. No brainer, right?
They say it goes well with salad, gorgonzola cheese, sesame chicken, and cheesecake. And the flavors: tropical citrus, mango, slight sweetness, medium bitterness, mango and papaya for aroma. I don't even think I've ever had papaya.
I don't know what the hell that smells. Excuse me. What that smells like?
Papaya? It's like I don't know.
Some kind of fruit.
Looks like a banana. Doesn't taste like a banana.
It's like purple black. I think I've seen them in the store. This is not a bad beer. I've almost finished mine. Well, I still have some in the can, technically. Yeah, technically, I just drank a frozen beer. So, it probably isn't very professional for a beer review.
You drink it how you want to drink it.
I'll tell you what, I always wondered, Dogfish they make good beers. I have not had a bad beer from that brewery yet. And they're out, like he said, they're out of Delaware. I think you covered that, didn't you?
Yeah. Milton, Delaware?
Milton, Delaware. And they have not brewed a bad beer yet that I know of. And
I can't stand a sour. But maybe they made a great sour, but I cannot enjoy one. I know they made a sour, and I just can't drink them.
yeah, I was wondering where the Dogfish had, right? I mean, if you fish Lake Ontario, have you ever caught a dogfish?
It's like a shark.
It's a sand shark.
Yeah, you're not going to catch one in Lake Ontario.
Yes, you will.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no crap.
I might be wrong. I'll have to check it. But I'm pretty sure I've caught some dogfish out in Sodas Bay.
Wow. No, I don't know.
What's going on with my computer?
No, that's some guy renting a belt sander.
Oh, my neighbor.
Yeah, he's into all that woodworking.
Yeah, he's really good. He made went over there, he's making a chessboard.
Yeah,
That's really, he's a really good carpenter. Oh, that must be my other neighbor. On the other side, they're really inconsiderate sometimes. One of them with the car horn. I live in a small village, really, but I live in the center of the village, so it's nice here. I really like it here, honestly.
It's a beautiful town. I love this. One of my favorite places.
Peaceful, fairly crime-free.
Fairly crime-free. It's fairly crime-free.
Crime-free.
It's getting Irish.
I had a beer bubbled up right in the middle of that.
Fairly crime-free.
Crime-free. Shut your mouth. Shut up your mouth. That's not Irish. That was my Greek uncle. Severus, he used to say, shut up your mouth.
Huh.
Long time ago.
Sounds like a lazier pig Latin. Or
Yeah.
Greek Latin.
Yeah.
Shut the up of your mouth.
So, would you buy this beer?
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, I mean, I most of the time drink something lighter, like a PBR or something, but when I have a couple extra bucks or it's an occasion, this is probably one I would pick up if I wanted something nice.
Yeah.
Or if I had a friend who, I wanted to introduce him to good beer and they were interested, I wouldn't push it on them, but this would be a go-to.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'd buy it again. I read some reviews on it, and I honestly don't give a professional beer review to where these people talk about the back taste, the front taste.
Like holding their ear and smell it.
It tastes like roasted hints of, toffee and mango, and
Tastes fried ham.
it's like, man, what are you on acid or something?
I can smell colors.
How do you get this?
It's,
Really?
smells like the color purple.
I don't do acid. I don't, just so you know, just playing around here. But I read some of those beer reviews and I'm thinking like, man, like their senses are just so much more magnified than mine. I'm just like, God,
Beer good. Beer good make me feel good.
Yeah, more.
Doesn't taste bad. Make me stupid the way I like it.
This beer tastes like another one.
I don't want to think thoughts anymore. Drink the beers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I would buy this again, and I probably will. So.
And I would write another song about it. I was just improving.
I think that's about all I've got on this. I think I've prattled on long enough.
Yep.
Dogfish Head, Hazy-O. Yes. Get some.
2 thumbs up.
Slam it.
This ain't chugging beer, but I'll chug it.
Video ain't over till the beer glass is empty.
Ta-da! I also taste a little bit of green olive when I chug it.